Pop, pop. All right. What's up? It's that Will guy again. It's a beautiful day. I got a couple errands I want to run. Just one, really. And I figured I'd take the old Honda out, haven't ridden it in a bit, and just kind of bring you along with me. It's a beautiful day, like I said. This is the 19th of April, time of recording, so day before Easter. And I've been getting back into pens and pencils and shit. So we're gonna go get some of them, I think. So yeah, like I was saying, I've always had a thing for pens and pencils and stuff, and I've started to get a little bit into more like stationery and such, but just like pens and pencils and stuff. But trying to journal more. I've had a journal going for a couple years, but been pretty inconsistent about it. Trying to do that more regularly too. So yeah, I've always liked pens and pencils, and we went to our like local bookstore we go to today because they say they got stationery. They don't got what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like Japanese stationery. My wife and I went up to Prescott last weekend, and there was this like local bookstore that we went into, and they had some Japanese pencils, and I bought one, and I'm like, oh man, I think this is rekindling the stationery vibe. So I figured our bookstore we usually go to would have some stuff too. I never really looked before, because I just like wasn't like really like interested in it. But I was trying to get some like lead by for it. That's by the manufacturer of it, and I ordered some on Amazon, and I fucking lost. So I'm like, damn. I know it's just lead, and you can use like whatever size. So that's what I'm gonna end up getting probably. But yeah, like I've always had a thing for like nice pens. So stupid. Fucking dusty. Should get a cover for this thing. Oh man, I need new gloves. Look at that. All right. Well, glad I saw that. To be fair, I've had these gloves for like 5 years, so unrelated to the topic I was just talking about, but now that the gloves are on my mind, if you ride and you mainly do on-road stuff like me, get a pair of Dainese gloves. They're really expensive. Like these gloves were like $250 or some shit like that, but they're real leather, like they're legit, and they hold up. I mean, I think they're definitely like worth the value per money because I had these since 2020, and it's April 2025, and they're still holding up all right. But once you start to see some stuff like that, that's abrasion resistance gone, and I don't want to have the skin of my thumb fucked up. So it's time for some new glovies, I think, which is all right. Which is all right. It's worth it for your hands and your head. But yeah, anyway, I've been getting into stationary shit again. I ordered a bunch of stuff from this website called Jet Pens. I ordered some lead and stuff from there and some like regular pencils. They do these like sample sets where you can buy like 8 to 10 like different like types of like like not like fountain pens, but like ballpoints and gel and mechanical and stuff. And like try which one you like the best, which I think is like really cool. And I got some of those for like regular lead pencils. It feels so antiquated, but I don't know. It feels nice. It feels nice. I've been writing with a Lamy Safari fountain pen, and the ink I was waiting for was for this pencil I have. The brand's for it's called Muji, and it's Japanese, but I think I tried to order the Muji specific um, ink cartridges in the past. I think the same thing happened where, like the Amazon shit, it just like kind of gets a little fucky with something every once in a while, and it says it's out for delivery in Missouri. Well, I don't live in Missouri, so I don't really know. I have a funny feeling it's just not going to show up. But so I'm looking for some blue ink cartridges in like standard international size, and then for some good quality lead for my shaker pencil. I think this might be one of my original special interests because I've always had a thing for like pens and pencils. It's kind of funny, but yeah, I don't know. I just like it. Just like them. It's always I've always liked them. I've always like fucked with them too, like in school and stuff. I'd always take them apart and stuff. But yeah, so dumb. But yeah, no, I've been journaling a lot. I think it's good for the mind. Look at this fucking speedy ass PT Cruiser. Talk about sport mode, bro. This is the PT Cruiser Badass Edition with the wing and convertible for maximum downforce. The mismatched taillights, I think. And the trailer hitch for when I'm picking up your mom from your mom's house, take her back to my place. I need my trailer. What a absolute piece of shit. I love it though. Pretty sure it's over here. The Office Depot. This is where I got my passport and shit done. And my TSA pre-check. Pretty sure it's back here, isn't it? I might be in the wrong shopping center. I could have swore it was off of 75th, but maybe I'm high. Well, it wasn't this one. Oh, is it this one? Oh, I think it is. I think it's this one. Playing Frogger right now. Oh, there it is. There's some Staples. Sorry. I thought Office Max. My bad. Alright, I'll be right back. After I get some fucking pens and shit.
2,000 years later.
Alright, the goods have been acquired. They had lead. They had the lead that I needed, but they did not have ink refills for fountain pens, which, I don't know, maybe I just have to get those online, you know? They did have a cool pencil, though, that I was looking at getting, so I just went and bought it. It's like, a lot of people say it's like the best mechanical pencil you can get. So it's kind of, the thing about it that's kind of cool, it self-advances its lead itself, so it always keeps it sharp, or at least that's what they claim. Coffee scrubs and rubber gloves, gonna check your prostate now. But yeah, so I got that, it's called the, oh god. Who cares? Nobody cares what it's called, only I care. It's like the Uniceratoga or something like that, I don't know. But I got that, and I got some Pentel 5mm lead. So I'll be good for a bit in case the Tombow lead doesn't come. The Tombow pencil that I found at the bookstore is kind of cool because you don't have to like click the top down to get the lead to come out. You shake it. It's called a shaker pencil. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm kind of getting into some of my stuff from childhood again that I was like, into, and then as an adult maybe you kind of grow out a little bit because, I guess as an adult, like, especially working in like a quote unquote professional field, like, you just do everything in pen and whatever. But I always liked that I had good pens and stuff. And as far as like hobbies go, it's like cheap. Granted, there are like pens that can be really expensive, but not the ones that I have. I think that little like ravine down there would be great for a little dual sport. Some like exploring like BXD likes to do. That'd be pretty chill and down there, I think. So I think I'm just gonna go now, kind of on a roundabout way, trying to avoid traffic a little bit. to my little loop that I've been doing. I'll take you guys along for some of it. I feel like my ass is hanging out. Oh shit. This is Greenway. Yeah. Although this doesn't look like the Greenway we want. No, we want Thunderbird. It's what a turn of events. I thought I probably could have gone. Who knows? I just finished editing the video from 2 months ago where I went to that jewelry store to pick up my wife's engagement ring. I'm way behind on editing. I don't know why, I just haven't been feeling like doing it. And like, you know, we had some trip to Japan, I just kind of like never touched again and been kind of down in a little funk, so I haven't felt like recording that much. I have probably like 6, 7, 8 videos I need to edit. This one may make it closer to like 9 or 10. I don't know. But then like I figured it's been so long, you know, like I already had the files for the one video I just finished editing on my computer. But the other ones I store them in SD cards because, you know, memory's cheap. So and I lost my little SD card reader to go into my Mac. So I finished, I was like, damn, I can't edit more if I wanted to because I can't get them off the SD card. It's one of those things, like, I just misplaced it and I can't find it for the life of me because it's been so long since I've used it. Oh yeah, there's the pickler. I made that joke 2 months ago. So yeah, we're going to go on our little cruise today, I think, and just try to enjoy the nice day. And I'm not planning on going out on the bike tomorrow because it's Easter Sunday. Although I was thinking about it, it's probably busier today, the day before Easter, than it is on the actual day. I feel like most people aren't going to be running around everywhere, really. They're going to be like, you know, going to church and then going to like a family's house or something, you know? You know, none of our families here, me and my wife, really, not really. So we're just having a low key weekend, you know? Keeping it low key. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I've been journaling a lot. Like this past week, I did 3. I did 3 journal entries, which are gonna be like, you're a man writing a journal. Are you gay? I don't know. Maybe. I think it's good. I think it's good for my mind. Get stuff off my chest. I think it's good for me. Is this 67th? Do I want 67th? You know what? I think I do, actually. Look at those pink fuck color. Stupid. Purple. Color was purple. But yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good for me. That helmet on his back seat, that's definitely going to save his head. Fucking idiot. I think that's the thumbnail right there. It's going to say Big Dumb. Maybe if I put like Big Dumb on a Harley, that'll piss the Harley guys off. And then they'll watch my video. I'll drive engagement. Big brain move right there. Nah, but for real though. If you ride a motorcycle, wear a helmet. Wear a full face helmet. I know you're ugly as fuck and you don't care if it scrapes off half your face. I mean, you say that, but you're going to care about it once it happens. You know, it's not going to improve how you look at all. But, like, you know, fuck. Save your brain, guys. You only got one. But, yeah. So I've been journaling some this week. It's been nice. You know, I tried to use fountain pens before for work when probably like a couple years ago. And I think I just had like cheap ones, so like they'd bleed a lot and stuff, and it was just kind of a hassle. But I feel like now I have some better quality ones, so it's been working all right. I've been working all right. Home by construction. I don't know. I guess I getting back into this thing. You know, I think I should encourage people to do your special interests. If it makes you happy, you should do it. And also, I don't know, I watched this video and I feel like I've kind of been subconsciously doing this, where I've been kind of, over the past year or two, doing things more analog in a sense. And I think it really started Dang, none of his trailer lights work. Really started with like when I got into watches. Because I had an Apple Watch for years that I wore every day for like 3, 4 years. And then I got into like analog watches, the mechanical. And I don't know. I think I kind of subconsciously been doing that, but like getting into like pens and journaling in paper instead of on my phone, and transitioning back to reading books instead of Kindle. Like the analog, I just think there's something to it. There's something to it. I think it's good for our brain. Yeah, all of his trailer lights are out. He's gonna get rear-ended. Although that piece of shit, he probably doesn't care. Yeah, but I had an Apple Watch for years, and then I don't know, I just like kind of got into it. I don't know why. I just like probably watched a YouTube video on the watch or something, and was like, dang, that's kind of cool. And then kind of got into it. But yeah, having the watch that like all it does is tell time. I don't know. I think it's a good thing. I think we're way too distracted, and like by technology. I think it's way too distracting. I think our little like monkey brains really aren't like. Is that a new Forerunner? God, I don't know if I liked it. Anyway, that's the first time I see the new gen one out here. Um, I just wonder if like it's real, like our brain is not good for it. It's not good for like our little monkey brains to have like all this extra shit going on, and I definitely think it makes it difficult to live in the moment. So I've kind of been trying to like be a little more removed, a little more removed from technology. I haven't had a Facebook since like 2018. I've been ahead of that curve, man. That was for personal reasons, but especially after what Facebook turned into, I'm glad I don't. I deleted my Twitter at the beginning of COVID because it was just like way too bad for the old anxiety. That thing is interesting looking. How many cylinders did that fucker have? Yeah, but I don't know. I think, and then even with like photography, like getting into photography. Granted, now my wife does have film cameras. I don't have a film camera because I think having two film cameras doesn't make much sense. Um, but like getting into like photography again, which is again something that I did in my childhood. I loved photography, and then just kind of like got away from it as an adult. But getting back into it and using an actual camera instead of my phone, like I just think it adds something to it. I don't know what. I don't know if I have like if I can tell you in words what it is, but it adds something to it. I think, and I think it's better for us. I think it's better for us. But like with film, the thing that it adds to that is that you don't have unlimited pictures like you do even with a digital camera. For all intents and purposes, I have an unlimited amount of pictures I can take. Because I have like a 256 gig micro SD in each of my cameras, so there's no shortage, right? But with the film camera, you got like 30, 36 per roll, depending on some are 24. Like so you gotta pick. You gotta really be picky about what you take a picture of because you only got so many on that roll, and then it's kind of a hassle to change it out. So I think that's good though. I think it's good because it forces you to be in the moment, and I guess that's what I'm trying to get back to and be more present in my own life. Because I think technology is great. Technology is great. It's awesome. All the things that technology can do, but at the same time, I think that there are some negatives that maybe some people have kind of started to figure out, but not everybody. I think the world's biggest addiction is technology, and I'm definitely part of that too. But I'm trying to be more present. I think that's a good thing. You should try it too. I think we're just gonna go up to Happy Valley. I think I could turn to here or at the next light, but I think I'm just gonna go up to Happy Valley and turn right there. Give you guys a little bit of some different scenery, some scenic Peoria It's a really nice area. I'd love to live over here. It's crazy because I live so close to this, but where I live is not this nice. What a couple miles in either direction will do. Oh, something else I'd like to talk about. So, like I said, kind of in the beginning, this is like the middle of April right now, and I just finished reading the most recent Hunger Games book, Sunset on the Reaping. Now, it's gonna date me a little bit, but I was a teenager when the Hunger Games first came out, and I read them in I read them in high school before even they were all published. So it's, hello, I'm 31. What's up? Not gatekeeping, but just saying, like I've been following this series for a long time, and I reread them in September when one the one before that, the Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds, came out, and man, reading them again as an adult, holy shit, they are fucking disturbing. She is such a good author. This is Suzanne Collins. She is so good, and this book was so disturbing. It follows Haymitch. If you know anything about the Hunger Games, you know who Haymitch is. And god damn, dude, the way that she incorporates PTSD and all that. I mean, I have a couple degrees in some mental health related stuff, and she does it unlike anybody. The book was fucked up. I mean, the whole series is fucked up, But the way that she makes President Snow, which is crazy because this book is not about him. Obviously he's in it because he's like the main villain of the whole story. He's the reason, not the sole reason the reason things are the way they are, but definitely a driving factor. And he is such an insane villain because he seems real. The way in which he fucks anybody. Well, in general, how he fucks everyone. But then how he especially fucks people who make him mad or embarrass him or do anything. Oh my god, it is insane. If you are watching this, hello, thanks for watching, one of like the 5 people that do, and you have not read the Hunger Games series, do yourself a favor and read them. They are incredibly quick reads. She's such a good author. You don't want to put them down. I don't usually say that. I have like a timer for things. Most things, like, I can only do for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, the very most. Reading is something that I like to do in like little bursts. Like, I like to do like a half hour, maybe like once or twice a day. But like, I can't just like really sit down and read for a long time. I read half of that book yesterday. That usually doesn't happen anymore. I don't have the time, but I made time for it. That's how good they are. And if you read it and you don't really understand why they're so important, especially with how the political climate is right now, maybe you watch like a YouTube analysis or something, because she's having a really, really important lesson right now, especially right now. And if you don't get it, or you don't think there's a problem, I'm sorry, you're part of the problem. And I don't really feel horrible for saying that, because it means you're too stupid to understand nuance and complex literary subject matter. So, you're too dumb anyway. But yeah, read them. They're incredible if you haven't. They seem like less and less like fiction every time I read them. That's not a good thing. Well, guys, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I think I've rambled on enough at this point. I'm just going to do the rest of my little loop here and get back home and eat some lunch probably, and then chill the rest of the weekend. Maybe read some. Who knows? So yeah, if you made it this far, I do appreciate it. If you like the video, if you would please hit that like button, and if you're not already, please hit that subscribe. God damn, somebody hit that going fast, huh? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Bye!